Assalamu alaikum. In this video, I discuss difference between ventral and dorsal root of the spinal nerve. This is the cross section of the spinal cord. This is inner gray matter, outer white matter. Inner white gray matter contain ventral horn and dorsal horn. This is ventral root. This is dorsal root. Together they form the trunk of the spinal nerve. Ventral root is developed from ventral horn. Dorsal root is developed from dorsal horn. The ventral root is motor in function because it carries the axons of the motor neuron. The ventral horn of the gray matter of the spinal cord contain the motor neuron. And dorsal root carry the sensory fiber axons of sensory neuron. The location of the sensory neuron is the dorsal root ganglia. Dorsal root ganglia contain nerve cell body of pseudounipolar neuron. This is the peripheral process and this is the central process of the pseudounipolar neuron. So, the dorsal root carry sensory axon. Dorsal root bear dorsal root ganglia which contain pseudounipolar sensory neuron. Ventral root is devoid of ganglion. So, we can easily identify dorsal root by dorsal root ganglia. The functional component of the ventral root and dorsal root. This is the ventral root. It contains two functional components, general somatic efferent and general visceral efferent, and two sensory components, general somatic efferent and general visceral efferent. What is the meaning of general somatic efferent? It collects sensory information from the skin, joint and muscle, and this information passes to the central nervous system. The dorsal root also carry another functional component, general visceral efferent. It collects sensory information from viscera. The ventral root also carry two functional components, the general somatic efferent which innervates skeletal muscle and general visceral efferent which innervate involuntary muscle, smooth muscle or cardiac muscle. The ventral root are smaller than the dorsal root. You see, this is the location of the posterior root and this is the location of posterior root ganglia. And you see, this is the ventral or anterior root. And this is the nerve rootlet, and the portion of the attachment of the nerve rootlet is considered as spinal cord segment. So this is the A spinal cord segment. This is another spinal cord segment. Thank you for watching.